let's talk Air Jordan 1 lows just for a second. Now, personally, to me, this is still one of the best releases of 2023, the Air Jordan 1 Low Black Toe. It's just a gorgeous pair, and of course, I did a sale lace swap, and many of you followed suit behind that, but you also had some different, lace swaps. Maybe it was just white, maybe stuck with black. I've seen the actual tongue be swapped out on 80 Sneaks pair. His friend, I believe his name is like JM Customs, he took out the black tongue, and instead he put the traditional white tongue of what we're used to on the black toe highs, and he even changed out the Nike Air tag here. It's white with black print for the Nike Air. I just think he did an amazing job. That's truly like a one-for-one that stands out from all of the other pairs the rest of us are wearing. And yeah, it kind of makes me wish I could do that custom as well. But Air Jordan 1 lows, they're so versatile, not to mention they just have a really great price point. Now, traditionally we expect lows to have a better price point than highs. There's less material used. I would expect the price to be lower, which it was. I paid $140 for this. This was a men's pair. They also came in GS, but I wanted the men's cut versus the GS pair. I still heard that GS had really decent quality, so if you have a GS pair, just go ahead and comment. What were your thoughts on this Air Jordan 1 Low versus some other ones that you may have in grade school pairs? Because it's not always like a one-for-one. Like a lot of times, we as smaller foot people, we can get screwed on those releases. Who remembers this? You remember this one here, the Air Jordan 1 Low Neutral Gray. Now, so special about this specific drop, we saw 3 specific sizes, right? You had men's, the women's cut, and then you also had grade school. So I actually went with the women's cut for this pair. So I went true to size. I'm very weird when it comes to Air Jordan 1s. Like if it's a women's cut, I can go true to size. If it's grade school or men's, I have to go up a half size. It's just based on how it feels on my foot. But I went with the women's 7.5, so my true size, beyond comfortable. To me, just the leather quality was also done really well. And you have just the very faint, subtle, like gray right along the interior for the sock liner itself. Of course, gray, that suede wraps all the way around, or I should say probably nubuck wraps all the way around there. And we just have a quality Air Jordan 1 Low. It's such the perfect daily beater pair. I mean, I see people toss these on all the time, and I don't blame you. I do it as well. But do you remember the price point, right, for these? So this price point, because I have the box here, right? $130. $130. And then we went up to $140. So have you seen the OG pair that's coming out, right? So we have an OG that is set to release. If you follow the sneakerheads, he's posted about them. So the Air Jordan 1 Low 85 neutral gray, $170. Now I'm just bringing this to you guys because I'm curious your thoughts on an Air Jordan 1 Low moving up to those prices. Now, from what I'm told, the regular cuts for just an Air Jordan 1 Low, those will continue to be the $140 that they are. But if it's an 85 OG cut, then it will shoot up to $170. And I remember someone commented on Twitter and they're like, is there going to be an extra $30 like in the box when I pick these up or when they're shipped to my house? And to my knowledge, I don't think there will be. Now, this says Summit White, Light Smoke Gray, Neutral Gray, and Sale. So on this box here, it just says white and particle gray. So the actual name, the official name is different on the box itself. And are there differences? Well, of course, yes. Like the swoosh is going to be bigger, and that's always been a complaint by people. The really small swoosh is something that people don't like. And if you're not familiar with like an OG pair, it just has a much larger swoosh. It takes up more real estate, and I can appreciate that. Owning an OG pair, owning 3 of them actually, I can appreciate the swoosh taking up more real estate. You have this actual sail. They fully put sail in here, right? You have sail that goes around the midsole of the shoe itself. I think it gives it a good age look. We'll see how people take to it. Now, normally people are like ready to throw bows over sail being on a shoe and it being aged, and that's not what I'm seeing from the comments though. So let's just take a look at the comments here. It was like, it's confirmed because Unbreakable was like, yo, are these dropping this year? And then somebody said yes, October 25th, so right around Halloween. And then we're seeing, didn't these just come out a year ago? Yeah, it feels that way, right? Didn't these just come out a year ago? Somebody said that these were better than the highs. I really like the 85 high cut. I just couldn't get my hands on them. Somebody said they look the same, or am I tripping? Someone educate me. 170 for lows is so lame, but yeah, I need them. I think I mean, this is going to speak to the brand of what they can and honestly can't get away with in terms of pricing. So if you release this 85 low cut for 170 and it sells out, even if it takes a few weeks or even a full month or something at different retailers to sell out, but it sells out, which I've been told all 85 cuts sell out, that's giving them the green light to continue to sell at that price, possibly up other prices in the future. Like with inflation, things go up in cost anyway, unless you're like a Arizona tea, then I really don't know that that's moved. I don't drink those, so I'm not sure. But I know the joke is those have never changed. Like those have never changed. So I think it will open the door for that price to not only stand firm, but then also to go up like even more. And I don't know how consumers will feel about that. I mean, we always have the ability and the free will to pass, right? Like I don't see a need for me to have them because I have these, but I totally understand maybe if you didn't get your hands on these, maybe you will go for the 85 cut. Maybe it's 85 everything. Maybe it's 85 cut over every other silhouette. And I respect that, but I don't know if maybe I'm just expecting brands sometimes to read the room, even though that's not their job. It is their job to provide value for stakeholders and shareholders, and that would also be me. But for, the student loans are kicking back in October. Credit card debt is higher than it's ever been. Car loans are higher in terms of the payments than they've ever been. The holidays are going to quickly approach, and I just don't know where the higher prices fit in to people's budgets. I'm not really sure. And then it'll always come down to what value do you feel that you're receiving for a pair versus just what the brand is telling you this pair should cost and is worth. So please share your thoughts below on the 85 low cut for the Air Jordan 1. Neutral gray set to drop October 25th to be $170 plus tax plus shipping, because we don't really get free shipping anymore. Yeah, please comment your thoughts on that. I'll be good there. I'm working on some other videos. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to any and everything that you do. If you missed the very quick unboxing and how I styled the Adidas Bad Bunny Forum Buckle Low in blue tint, be sure to check that out. The link is in the description box. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.